Mornings with Mama, part 2. So this person, it's not that they didn't see your value, it's that they couldn't see past their own insecurities and their own problems. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to part 1. Now, part 2 of this is showing us right now that this person emotionally, financially, for some of you, depleted you. And now you're wanting that emotional payback back again. You need closure, you need your money back, you need something. But I want you to remember, silence says 1,000 words. When somebody wants to avoid you after dismissing and disrespecting you, that's sometimes the only closure you're going to get, honey, because while you're processing your world in, let's call it, an average manner, they're processing their world in a below average manner. Asking someone for bare minimum, well, at a certain point you start asking yourself, like, what am I doing here? And that's why the grief is now pulling off and the anger is kicking in. You ask yourself if it was real. Was it really real? It was real. It was real until it wasn't. Because when they became uncomfortable, when they became in a position where, oh, I met your mother, there was a trigger, you asked me to go to a wedding, something benign that should be nothing, or they just became so uncomfortable because, gee, I might be really catching real emotions, real feelings, and it put them off, and they took off a running. And that's where the emotional total depletion came from. You're also mad at yourself because you're intuitive. You know, you could feel it. You knew the shift was coming. You knew that this crap was about to get real. You knew that they might deplete you, and you're mad at yourself. But honey, without faith, there's nothing. We don't have love. We don't have hope. We don't have nothing unless we have faith. And you had faith. So if that's the worst thing you do in your life is put your faith into the wrong person, you're doing really good, because honey, that's what's going to happen when you're emotionally ready to meet that person. So your question is, was this person the one? One of many. I could tell you that. One of many. It wasn't your end all be all. It was one of many. But in addition to that, honey, this was a person that was supposed to come in for a lesson. And we took something that was brief and we tried to turn it into a lifetime when it was only there to be a moment, honey. Stop being mean to yourself. I love you.